Hi beautiful, welcome to this Sync Wellness workout. My name is Harpreet and I will be taking you through a glute workout which will be quite quick, but you'll definitely get that booty burn. So the option for weights is you can have ankle weights if you wish. I have the Bala 1 pound weights on, so nothing too crazy. You can always add on your ankle weights and then you can just take them off after as well if it's too much. And body weight is absolutely fine. Let's get started. Okay, so we are going to start off on all fours right now. So just getting into position onto your all fours. Now in your all fours position, I really want you to just making sure that your knees are under your hips and your wrists are under your shoulders, just like so. From here, you want to push the mat away as you drop the navel down towards the ground and then you lift that head up nice and long. Hold it there. And then curl your pelvis, tilt it forward so the head does not move just yet. You want to curl the spine all the way up towards the sky and then the head drops.
Perfect. Now your breath work here, I want you to inhale as you roll the spine downwards now, dropping the navel down. Again, dropping the shoulders down now, lifting that head up.
So deep inhale, hold. And then as you exhale, you want to tilt that pelvis forwards. Really curl the spine up towards the sky, pushing that mat away,
dropping the chin to chest. Let's go for one more here. Rolling back down as you inhale.
Looking all the way up towards the sky. Again, you may want to move in this position as well, if that feels good to you. And then last exhale, tilt that pelvis forwards, drop the mid-spine all the way up towards the sky, and then drop that chin to chest last.
Nice work. Once you're here, find that mid-ground, so find that in-between point between the cat and the cow position. And from here, tuck your toes under, just lift the knees all the way up, lifting the booty up towards the sky, hold it there, and we're just going to stay in this downward dog position just for a moment. Now bend the right knee as you lift the heel up, drawing the left heel down towards the ground, and switch sides. Nice work. As you move through this exercise, I really want you to think about swaying the hips, so allow it to move side to side as you pedal one foot down and the other one up. Nice work. I want to bring your attention whilst we're in this position here to your Pilates breath. So keep paddling those toes down and up. And the Pilates breath is essentially where you want to inhale through your nose and then exhale through pursed lips. So it doesn't matter which direction you breathe in or out, as long as you're breathing in and out. So the way I like to teach it is you breathe in when you're doing one move and out when you're doing the other. Nice work. Bringing both heels nice and high, dropping them all nice and low, holding it there one last time. Lift the right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And then slowly coming into that plank position, you're going to float the knee up towards the chest. We go again into that downward dog position, lifting that right leg all the way up. Hold. And then as you come into that plank position, drawing that right knee up towards your chest. Well done, we've got a few more here. Lifting all the way up and then slowly drawing the knee up towards your chest. And we go again. Lift into that three-legged dog, hold, drawing the left heel down and then slowly knee comes to chest. Well done, we've got 4 more here. You've got this. Last 3. Remember to breathe throughout this exercise. Last 2. On that last one, you're going to bring that knee into your chest, place the knee down, and slowly float and point the left toes up towards the ceiling. Holding it there, take a moment to really think about your sort of core area right here.
Do you feel your torso and your back dipping down? If you do, tilt that pelvis forward, and the only thing that should be moving here is just the leg. So you want to inhale as you drop that leg down, tap those toes down towards the ground. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower those toes, tap. Inhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Oh, exhale, lift. Beautiful work. So the torso should not be moving like so. You really want to keep everything nice and stable. The movement's just coming from that left hip. As you lift that leg up, exhale, inhale, lower. Beautiful work. We've got a few more here, keep going. Tap down and lift. Beautiful. We've got 4. We've got 3. Last 2. Well done. On that last one, keeping the leg nice and high this time, you're gonna bend the knee over towards the right side, tap the ground. You may wanna bend your elbows ever so slightly here, and then you're gonna lift back into that straight legged position. So we bend the left knee over to the right side, tap the ground. We lift and extend that left leg. We bend, tap, and extend. Remember, we're still using our breath here. We inhale to tap, exhale, extend. Nice and slow. Inhale to bend. Beautiful. Exhale, extend. Nice work. Give me 4 more here. And 3. If you feel your torso collapsing, really tilt the pelvis forwards again, and we continue on. We've got 2. We've got 1. Holding it there now. We're not dropping that leg just down. You're gonna bend the left knee and really flex those toes now. So we're flexing that foot completely, so we're not having a pointed foot. From here, you have the option to either stay on your hands, or you can come down onto your forearms like I will. Now, your heel of your left foot would need to be at the highest point here. You're gonna slowly lower that knee down into a hover, and you're gonna kick that leg back up. We lower that knee into that nice hover, and we kick back up. Imagine you've got a door behind you, and the only way for you to open that door is with the left heel. You're trying to slowly push that door open, nice and high towards that ceiling. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Well done. But I really want you to get to that sweet spot, that highest point where you cannot lift that heel any higher. We've got 5 more. Well done. We've got 4, 3, last 2. On that last one, you're gonna come and join me at that highest point. You cannot go any higher here, and then you're gonna go half an inch higher. We're gonna go up an inch, up an inch, up an inch. We're just pulsing here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you've got this, 2, and 1. Well done. Drop that knee down. Take a moment to tap that glute. Well done. We are now going to come and continue on working our left side glute. So I want you to come and lay down where we're going to continue to work our left side. So if you just come and lay onto your right side of your body, just here. So you have the option in this position to either lean or rest your head onto your upper arm, or you can just bring your hand up and it can sort of cradle your head just like so. Now in this position, I want you to lift both legs up, bring it slightly forward, so about 1 inch forwards from your body, and flex both feet to start off with. Now the reason why I'm saying this is so your bottom foot, so your right foot will be flexed, and it will help you so that you're not sort of rocking. It will give you that extra support, especially with your sort of pinky toe there. That will be a big supporter for you. Now, Left hand, you have the option, you can either place it down onto the mat for extra support, or if you want that extra little burn, you can lift your hand up towards the ceiling, so you're just using your glutes to sort of move your leg throughout the exercise. Now, from here, take a note of your oblique area. If you feel like your oblique and your side body is really touching the ground, you may want to just contract your abs so you're lifting your obliques ever so slightly. So for me, that's a lot easier to do when I'm resting my head on my upper arm. So as you can see, there's a bit of a gap between my side body and the mat, and I'm able to sort of slide my hand under there. That is when I've contracted my whole abs correctly. If I feel tired throughout the exercise, what happens is your whole body will sort of drop down, but you may want to just take note of it and just lift that side body up towards the ceiling. Now, I'm going to start off with my hands down onto the mat. You're going to point the left toes and lift the left leg up to hip height. From here, take an inhale as you sweep that leg forward, keeping it at hip height. Flex those toes. Exhale as you sweep it behind you. Now, behind you means about 1 inch behind your body, so not too far back. Point the toes, sweep it forwards again, flex, sweep it back. So remember your breath work. You just want to inhale as you bring it forwards, flex those toes, exhale as you bring it back. But do not worry about the direction of your breath as long as you breathe throughout the exercise. Right, we have about 5 more here, and we are layering onto this exercise. So we will not just be ending it right there. So we've got 3 more here. Nice work. Keep breathing throughout this exercise. Remember to not drop your torso down towards the mat. We've got 1 more, and then we will add a toe tap. So sweep that leg back, point those toes, sweep it forwards as you inhale, tap the ground, flex those toes, sweep it back, and point, and we start again. Well done. So keep moving throughout this. The only thing we've added is that toe tap at the front. So sweep forwards, tap, flex, sweep it back. Beautiful work. We've got about 5 more here. Tap. And again, in 4, we are going to be adding on 1 more exercise. So we are still not done here. You should be feeling that nice glute burn just here. Give me 1 more. Sweep that leg back. On that last one, I want you to add this. So a nice little leg lift. So it doesn't have to come so high. It can just be a little one, but just something to really burn that glute even more. And then continue on. So point the toes, sweep it forwards, tap, flex, sweep it back. We lift. Beautiful. We've got about 5 more. Tap, sweep, we lift. 4 more. Point the toes. Remember to breathe. We've got 3. On that last one, you're going to bring your leg all the way forwards again. So point the toes, bring it forwards, and we're just going to tap for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that leg forwards. You may want to roll forwards. Take a moment. Tap, tap, tap that glute. We are not here for long, so just give it a nice little tap. And then slowly come up as we swivel around, and we are going to do the other side. So let's get started. So from here, we know the move now. You're going to come and lay down. So remember, your best position with your head can either be on your upper arm, or if it's more comfortable for you, you can just sort of rest it in your hand there. Now remember, we are going to lift both legs up, sweep it slightly forwards. It may be at the corner of the mat, or it may be off the mat. That's absolutely fine. Flex both toes to start off with, just to make sure that you have that sort of extra support. So when you do roll forwards, you've got your bottom toes supporting you. And again, take note of your torso here. Is it dropping down or is it lifting up? Now I like to just rest my head on my upper arm. You're going to point the toes now of the left foot, lift it to hip height. From here, we take a deep inhale as you sweep that leg forwards, flex those toes,
sweep it back. Remember, your hand can either be down or up towards the ceiling. It's completely your choice. But we are not here for long, but we will be layering on. So we point the toes, inhale, sweep that leg forwards, flex the toes, exhale, sweep it back. Beautiful work. We've got 5 more here, and then we will be adding the toe taps on. So in this position, if you do feel like your body is rocking side to side quite a bit, just decrease the range of motion so you're not doing too much. You're not bringing your leg too far forward or too far back. We've got 1 more here. Well done. Point those toes, sweep it forward. Now tap that ground and continue with the exercise. So we point, we sweep it forwards, we tap that ground, flex those toes, sweep it back. Well done, we have 5 more. In 4, we are just gonna add on that leg lift, just for that last little bit here. We've got 3. Well done, I'm here with you, I'm feeling that burn. My leg is shaking. We've got 1 more, sweep that leg back. We're now adding that leg lift. In that middle, point the toes, sweep it forwards, tap that ground. Flex those toes, sweep it back. We had that leg lift. Well done, we have 5 more here. Not here for long at all. Whew. That is such a nice burn. I think during these times, really want to focus on not the negativity around the burn, but the gratefulness. You know, we're able to feel a burn in our bodies, and that's such a privilege. Leg lift. We've got about 1 more, so point those toes, sweep it forwards, tap, flex and sweep it back as you leg lift. Now come and join me as you point those toes. We sweep it forwards and we're just tapping for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that leg down. Tap, 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 tap. Get some blood flowing in that nice glute. And let's be so grateful that this glute is able to burn for us. Take a deep exhale and let's get ready to go on to our last little bit for today. So, coming back onto our all 4-point kneeling. From here, you want to tuck your toes under, coming into that downward dog position. Nice work. Just take a moment to catch your breath here. Paddle 1 foot forward and the other, allowing your knees to move forwards and back, allowing your hips to sway side to side as you do this exercise. Well done. Now bring both toes nice and high and then drop the heels down back towards the mat here. And then we're going to lift the left leg up towards the ceiling. And then as you come into that plank position, you're going to slowly bend the left knee up towards the chest. And then as you transition back into that downward dog, we lift that leg up towards the ceiling, hold. And we go again. Well done, we've got 5 more here. Really think about reaching that leg all the way behind you in that diagonal. And then sweeping it back up to the chest and that's into that plank position. We've got 3. We've got 2. On that last one, drop that knee down. Now, we're going to lift and point the right leg up towards the ceiling here. Now, from this position, really think about your torso. Again, is your torso dropping down or are we keeping it nice and neutral? If you also feel like you're sort of sinking down into your shoulders, take a moment to roll them forwards and then stay nice and stable here. As you inhale, I want you to tap the toes down towards the ground. Inhale, lift them back up to hip height. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Now, as you do this exercise, so keep going, I want you to think about your hips. So try not to rock your hips side to side. Try to keep your hips completely square and facing the mat beneath you. We've got about 5 more here. Beautiful work. And really think about lengthening that leg so there's no bend in that knee at all. And it's just the glute that's really lifting that leg all the way up. Well done. We've got 2. We've got 1. On that last one, keep that leg nice and high and lifted. Bend the knee as you bring it over to the left side, slowly bending your elbows as well as you do. And then as you come back to that start position, nice and strong through the torso and long through the leg. We go again. We inhale as you bend, tap the ground on the left side, giving your elbows a little bend. You may want to look over to that side as well and extend nice and long. Right, we know the move now. We tap, we extend. We tap and extend. Give me 5 more. Well done. 4. We've got 3. We've got 2. Well done. On that last one, you want to extend that back leg nice and long. Bend the right knee, flex the right toes. And then you want to bring yourself all the way down onto the forearm if that feels comfortable for you. Now, reach the heel all the way up towards the ceiling, nice and high. It cannot go any higher. As you inhale, bring that knee towards a hover next to the other knee. And then as you exhale, draw that heel all the way back up towards the ceiling. It cannot go any further. Inhale, we go again. We've got 5 more. Exhale, lift as high as it can go. Inhale, lower. We have 4 more. Beautiful work. Really use your breath here. Exhale. Inhale, lower. 3 more. Beautiful work. We've got 2. And we are just going to pulse it out on that last one. We are nearly there. I am burning with you. Give me 1 more as we inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Holding it right at that top now. We pulse it up and up. We're going up an inch, up an inch, up an inch. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring that knee down, coming into that child's pose. So really keeping the knees nice and wide, keeping the toes joining, and just extend the arms in front of you, dropping that forehead down towards the mat. Well done. Take a moment to catch your breath here. Take a deep inhale, really filling up the ribs, the belly, the back with your whole entire breath. As you exhale through your mouth, let everything go. Feel your body collapse down towards the mat. And again, inhale as you feel every particle enter your body. And exhale with a big sigh. Allow your breath to come back to normal. And then slowly come onto your hands and knees and tuck your toes under. We're coming back into that beautiful downward dog position. From here, you want to paddle one knee forward and the other knee back. Beautiful. Bringing both heels down towards the mat. And we're going to slowly transition into a plank position, but you're going to bring the right leg forward now into that nice pigeon stretch position. Now from here, place both hands in front of you, really elongating the spine in that diagonal position. And then sway side to side if that feels good to you. So we're coming into that nice deep stretch now of the glute. This actually feels really good after a glute exercise. And then slowly coming further down if your body allows you to. If it's too painful, come back up onto your hands again. But I welcome you to come further and deeper into the stretch if your body allows you to.
Take a moment to take a few deep breaths here once again. Filling up your body with oxygen and allowing that oxygen to travel to those muscles that have just worked so hard for your body. Well done. So coming back onto your hands, we're just going to come back into that plank position right here, and we're going to switch sides. So now the left leg comes forward. You're going to lengthen the back right leg. You're going to start off by staying nice and tall onto your hands, straightening out the spine, and then giving yourself a little rock side to side. Again, really feeling the stiffness. You know, that's the beauty of our bodies. If we take a moment to just close our eyes, we can really feel where the tension lies, where it sits, the imbalances, and where we can consider, working a little bit more on a deeper stretch. Slowly come down if your body allows you to. Our bodies are always not balanced, so imbalanced, and that's the beauty of Pilates as well, is that we can recognize the differences in the strengths and the tension on both sides of our body. We're able to target them both. Again, take a couple of deep breaths here, allowing the oxygen to really get to the muscles, get to the glutes. And then slowly come back onto your hands, coming back into that plank position, and then dropping the knees nice and wide for that final child's pose. Keeping the toes together, extending the arms away from you, dropping that head down. And I welcome you to close your eyes in this position. So this is your shape of rest right now. In this position, I really want you to think about the gratefulness that our bodies can move, that our bodies can do this, and we can turn up and show up for ourselves. Showing up is the hardest part. And when we do show up, wonderful things happen. It's our mental state, it's our mindset. Everything within ourselves is within our minds. So you should be grateful and thankful to our bodies. It can do so much, more than what we're capable of. Take a few deep breaths here. And every time you exhale, feel yourself sinking lower and lower into the earth beneath you. And when you're ready, come and sit into a nice seated position. So you may want to cross your legs, you may want to sit on your knees or sit on your ankles. So whatever shape of rest is comfortable for you. And just come and join me for our last breath here. So just place your hands by your sides. And as you take a deep inhale, I want you to lift both arms up. As you lift your gaze up towards the ceiling, hands, palms touch. And as you exhale, you slowly lower down your palms towards your heart center. And I want you to thank yourself for showing up today. You did amazing. And yeah, I'm so grateful that our bodies can move in such a way. Your glutes will definitely be feeling it, and I will see you in the next one.